Christmas was never about Jesus Christ's birthday or passing gifts to each other. Let's learn the real story of Christmas. Once upon a time in the Bible, there was a man named Nimrod. He was the king of Babylon. He also had a wife named Semiramis, and she was the queen of heaven. That's what they called her. So when Nimrod died, he had a son born named Tammuz, and he was born on December the 25th. So Nimrod was reincarnated into him. Also, when he died, there was a tree stump. There was a dead tree stump that eventually turned into an evergreen tree, and that's supposed to represent rebirth of Nimrod. So eventually that tree stump will grow into an evergreen tree, and they say every December the 25th, his spirit will bring gifts to that tree. They also said when he died, he exalted to the sky and became a sun god. During in the middle of December, there was a winter solstice, and around that time it gets completely dark in certain areas all the way into the beginning of January. So when that happens, they believe that their sun god is gone. Eventually the sun is going to come back out, and that's a sign of rebirth on earth. So what they do, they go get a tree, they cut it down, they bring it into their house, and then they deck it with silver and gold to represent the rebirth of Nimrod, their sun god, who they believe. Remember, the tree stump is a symbol of rebirth of their sun god, right? So when that tree stump grew into a tree, that symbolized the rebirth of him. So that's why they brought Christmas trees in the house. It's a symbol of rebirth to represent him. Because remember, the winter solstice was the time of darkness. But after that, the sun comes back out. Remember, they call him a sun god. They believe that he was a sun. So when the sun comes back out, that's a sign of him being rebirthed on earth again. They also burnt tree logs. They burned tree logs to represent the light. The fire has come back on earth and is coming back on earth. The fire represents the light, and the light represents their sun god, because the sun is bringing light back on the earth. It's the rebirth of nature. That's why they put stars on top of the tree, because the star represents the light coming back into the world, their sun god being born again. Nothing to do with Jesus Christ at all.